Hello, I'm Martin Fencka, and welcome to another part of Let's Play Thea, The Awakening Return of the Giants. In the previous part, we realized that we can be in trouble because we are running out of food. So today I want to focus on that and try to try to solve this problem, or at least start working on the solution. I'm not sure that we'll be able to solve this in one part, but we have to start doing something about the food immediately because we are only actually a few turns away from trouble. Uh, and as usual, uh, as it's often the case, you guys stepped in when I get into trouble and I'm not sure how to get out, and to come up with some nice suggestions. So I'm gonna answer that first, answer a comment that suggested that I should maybe start cooking because when we use the raw food for cooking, we actually get more than that we use. As an example, I'm gonna use these cooked greens. I'll redo the recipe. We need 2 veggies. Then we use some herbs that otherwise are not edible. We use normal wood as a catalyst. So basically, from 2 veggies, we get 8 food, and that's a perfect way how to solve our problem. You just keep gathering the same amount and just get a lot more from it. We are of course gonna run out of herbs, but at least this is some use for them. Later we can maybe use meat, or you can see that you can use any type of food. I'd really like to keep using herbs if we get them, but this is one way how we can solve the problem, or at least delay getting into real trouble. And the other thing, it's still about like making better food, but we can also do it in the expedition, because when we check what we are doing right now, to actually gather the resources, even though we have 5 resources around us now, well, only like half of our group is actually gathering, and we still have enough to get every resource every turn. So what we could do is actually give some crafting tools to one of our people, and while most of the group is gathering, the one person can cook. So like that we can get more food during the expedition. I'm not sure that this is gonna be enough. We may in the end still be forced to create a small expedition dedicated to only gathering food, probably on this style. But this definitely helps. I'm even thinking about going back, because we are really close to the village, and just get one crafter immediately. I think this might be the best option. Uh, we are heading to the ancient wood, but I think if we get delayed by like 3 turns, it's not a big deal, and we really have to do something about the food. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just start working on the food as soon as possible. And of course, this will give us a larger variety of food, and as we progress through the game, we could like keep changing the recipes that we're gonna be using, and with like that you know get larger and larger variety and get more bonuses from the from the food. So that's one thing. And another thing, we have the research point, and I still haven't decided what we could do. I'm thinking about investing into monster bones, uh, because that would allow us to see if we have any dragon bones. Those are here. If we have any dragon bones close to the village. Um, like having one of these rarest resources close to the village would allow us to get really good gear. I'm just not sure that we need dragon bones that much. I'd maybe rather see dragon leather, which is here, but to see that you'd have to invest 2 points into scaled leather. So I'm again not sure if I want to invest 2 points just to see if we can see Or if we have a material close to us, that would cost us 2 more research points. Um, what else? Yeah, also the same with mithril. It's even worse. We have to invest the 2, and the mithril itself is 3, and to even like get some good stuff from the mithril, we'd probably have to research 200 axes, because mithril 200 axes are really good, or go for heavy armors. That's a lot of research. We'll have to start one of these things at some point. I'm not sure that I want to do it now. And another option, of course, is go for the smithy, even though we don't have materials for it yet. Just try to get those materials and increase our chance that we can recruit elves. Probably I'm gonna keep the research point right now, and we'll see what we're gonna need. Right now we are fine. We don't need anything immediately except the food, of course, and the research is not gonna help with that. Yeah, so I'll just start playing, and we'll see about the research later. Here we just started the camp, so let's end turn. What is that? Something is coming to us, but I didn't notice what that was. Okay, some people in the expedition are not working. Yeah, we know that. And we don't have anyone working on the food. I probably should fix that right now, because the sooner we start with that, the better. So it will take a bit lower to get lower. It will get a bit longer to get the watchtower. It's okay. I want the food. It's higher priority. And as I said, let's get one crafter to the expedition. There's no food to gather around here, so we may as well use all the points just to move. Go. What is? Oh, I know what I did there. Okay, let's go to the village. What I want to do with the food. This is not a food. Here is food. I just want to give the order that we can make more and more and more and more as long as we have materials. Okay, so this is fixed, and now we need that gatherer. Leave some of this stuff behind. So how does it look like with our gathering skill? Or maybe let's first check our hammers. +3, yeah, that's the best we have. Okay, we can take the food, and we have another gathering basket. We can take that as well. And now we need to check our crafting skills. I'd like to get to like crafting 7 with skill that high. We should be able to get the food done in one turn, no matter which ingredients we use. Gathering. There is a filter for this, but I'm just not sure where it is, or it would probably take longer with the filter, so I just go through this manually. Crafting. I thought we have a decent crafter somewhere. Do I really have to click on them and scroll down? Okay, let's try the filter. Where is gathering? No, not gathering, crafting. Craft. What? Temporary, negative, positive. Yeah, that's the problem. I know how to use the filter. Ah, I have to just try it off camera and learn how to use it. Let's see. You are not a crafter. And the problem is that I'm blind and I just probably don't see the crafting. Well, I didn't realize it's gonna be such a problem to find a crafter, or that I'm so bad at finding the crafter. I would have done this off camera. Come on, come on. Has to be somewhere. Craft 1, that's not enough. Craft 3, that's almost enough. Well, if we don't get anyone better, we're gonna use her. I really thought we had just someone with Gathering 4. Okay, well, you're the winner for now. Oh, where is it? There. I'm especially blind today. Can't find anything. What else? You have the basket. Oh, everyone has baskets already, so we maybe can just use the better one. Where is it? Damn, this is not a good part to change equipment because I can't find anything. So let's just leave these behind. We don't need... What else? It's probably all. We could maybe take some more food. The village really doesn't need that much. Let's just leave 8 behind. Okay. And now we head back. This really took too long. But now it's actually worth camping, even though there are no resources around, because we still can. Or we can't. Hey, what the hell? Can't craft during the expedition? Production. Is it possible that there is food around? There is something wrong with the game right now. How is it possible that we see resources around even though there are none? Well, let's try this, but it's really weird. Yeah, there is nothing. Well, with the last patch, there is some problems that appeared, and it seems that we also have some problems. Oh, that's quite unfortunate. Okay, did we get anything? I'm quite curious. Did we get meat? We probably did. Wow. Okay, let's try to move on. See what's gonna happen. Now we can't, or we can see the only resource that's around us. But we can craft. I thought it's possible to craft during expedition. Oh, never mind. So much for cooking during expedition.
You come across the ruins of a small village with a grand manor house on the top of a hillside. The whole area is now rotten, overgrown with weeds and dark vines of the death plant, a sad remnant of the dark days, a plant that needs no sun to grow and seems to feed on death itself. The manor house looks no different, but it does still stand, so who knows what it may hold within.
Okay, let's just focus on the game. Hopefully the technical problems won't be so bad that the game will stop working. And I'll just check some of the stuff off camera. Wasted way too much time. So let's enter this house.
The old house must have belonged to a very wealthy family,
And
but it has clearly been abandoned for decades.
open the
You
door.
take out
We
your
probably
tools and work on the doors.
had this event already,
It
so I'm
helped that
gonna
others
skip the
tried
talking.
before, but whoever
Physical challenge, we can probably
you
auto-resolve.
pry the door open
Oh,
and
what
find
the
a
hell is
small
this?
vault inside. In the center, you discover the skeletal bodies of an orc
Okay,
family
some
huddled together. They must have
bonuses
hidden
to
here in
crafting
hopes of
skills,
escaping the darkness.
steel,
Many of the goods they
fur
held here
leather,
were
and I'm
perishables,
curious what
but
this
you
one
find
is.
one
It's
of the bodies
golden
armed, and some
two-handed
useful
mace.
resources still intact, including many fascinating books on engineering.
This could be useful. Let's see. Who has blunt weapons? Or weapon? You have a two-handed mace. It's probably gonna be just an upgrade. I don't want to have too many people with blood weapons. What did I say? Blood weapons? I meant blunt weapons, of course. Maybe you could use one though. 12 people. For 12 people, like having 2 people with blunt weapons is probably ideal. Sometimes we need to get through a ton of weak cards that are blocking the really dangerous cards, and blunt weapons are ideal for that. So maybe let's go with 2. These maces are not super strong, but I think they'll do. Okay, what can we do now? We can stay on this style. Actually, no, I don't want to move all the way because then we wouldn't be able to camp. What is this? Skeletons. Probably want to get rid of those. Okay. I'm probably gonna work on the food only. We have enough wood and I don't really care about straw. Oh, well. We have the manpower, might as well use it. But I'm gonna skip the wood because it would just add some weight. And we can't carry unlimited amount of items in the expedition. We have some weight limit. Okay, never auto-resolve undead. The game likes to fail with the or against undead. Let's get 2 out. Do we have enough enough piercing damage? Probably don't. I'm still gonna send you both in. And just use confuse. And we don't have to confuse the skeleton because he's gonna die. Okay. Oh, that's a nice shield. I'll equip it off camera. We've wasted too much time and it's not such a huge upgrade for us. So probably we can do without that 1 point for this part. Camp here because we have more food. Come on, attack. Attack us. What the hell is that? Some bats. I just want to make sure that even these very easy groups, at least for our expedition, don't get too close to the village because they still could cause problems there. We can auto-resolve this. Does it look like around the exotic fruit? Is it worth wasting 1 point for the camp? Probably not. And I want to clear the tower before we go for the wood. Oh, what the hell is all of this? Doesn't look too dangerous as long as they stay here.
You
Okay,
can see
tower.
the outlines of a tall, single tower, but it is obscured by a cloud of unnatural darkness. The strange grey veil fluctuates, like waves on a stormy sea. If you are to make your way to the tower and discover its secrets, you must first face off against this darkness.
And now I'm not sure if I want to do this, because this sounds like a hex challenge, and those are hard, really hard. At least until we get like sages, or sometimes medics can help. Ooh. Well, let's try it.
Your group may be strong enough to try and face off against the lingering enchantment. It
Oh,
will be
it's
a battle
intellect.
of the
Maybe
wills.
2 skull intellect we could handle. We have like no damage, but we have so many people. Well, that didn't work. Let's get someone out. Come on. Really? Piercing damage? Can we confuse them? Probably no, we can't. We're gonna lose her and be able to do anything about it. Okay, let's just do it the way we usually do this. So you're gonna shield this damage now. 11. Can someone survive 11? Nope. But what we could do is just shield her. How strong shield can we get? 7. That is almost enough. You have to use 2 people for the shield. Now you're gonna be next. Should have used the VSC for the shield, or basically anyone else. You can shield it, get you out, and you guys can join as well. I'd like to kill at least one card here. I'm not sure that it's gonna be possible. I should be able to get the 23 damage. Damn, these cards are strong. Wow, we are not able to kill one. Okay, can we counter tactics now? We can. At least that's an improvement. Okay. And what about the last card? 19. Can we confuse anyone? We can't. I think I failed this challenge horribly. Did some wrong decisions. And with that unlucky discard, with that first move. Do we have anyone who can survive 11 damage? Or can we shield someone? First action, confuse. Nope. Holy crap, this is not going that well. Can't believe how much I failed this one. So we'll take the first attack, and then you can survive this one. Which means you then take the first attack in the next round, and can anyone survive 8? We have multiple people who can survive 8, so you'll be the third shield. Now we should have enough shields for the whole fight. And how can we do this? 2, 5, 8, 12, 15. You'll be able to kill this card. And this one as well. It's still not lost. Okay, so our shields are down, but 2 cards are down as well. And I think we have only the level 7 cards alive, or cards that we can't discard. Level 7 and level 6. Okay. Now, how much damage do we have to survive? You'll be the main shield. So now she survives the first hit. Can we shield her enough to survive both hits? I doubt that. Oh. So next we would have to shield 11. You have 9 plus 4, that's 13. You can survive. So I think this turn we're gonna lose only one person. This guy has to go second, and he definitely needs a shield. He'll hide behind, and you get closer. And we should be able to kill another card. Perfect. Okay, so it is gonna work, but this is not the best fight ever. Can we get through this? Yeah, we start like this. We survived the first attack, and now how much damage can we do? 3 and 3 and 3. That should be enough. There we go.
Despite the strength of the dark powers at work, you manage to enter the mist unharmed, and now you stand before a tall tower with a set of metal double doors.
Okay, let's check those
You
doors.
take your time examining the doors and realize there is yet another obstacle, some kind of mechanism protecting it from the outside. It
Really?
doesn't look too hard to dismantle.
Well, I hope it's just another 2-skull intellect challenge, like the worst scenario. Because if it's more, then we can't handle it.
As soon as you enter,
Oh.
you realize the tower is not abandoned at all. Within the tower, you are greeted by a familiar face of the old man you saw dying with your own 2 eyes. He
Oh,
sees
really?
the shock on your face and smiles. I do apologize for the parlor tricks, although what you experienced was not altogether a lie. I have mastered the arts of illusion to the point where I am able to project my own image in physical form. It is draining and doesn't last long, but alas, it did the trick. You see, I was trapped here for gods know how long, without means of escape. Only someone from the outside could have broken my prison. Thank you, friend.
Okay. I haven't seen this before. I've seen the start of this event, but didn't break into the tower. Well, let's say you're welcome. I'm really not sure what to expect.
No need to be snarky. I am grateful for your assistance, and in return, I shall allow you to leave my home in peace. One piece. The old man smiles, and even though he looks tired and worn out, there is an evil spark in his eye. As you look around the room, you realize that in the corners, hidden deep in the shadows, lie piles of what look like human bones.
What the hell? Yeah, we did him a favor, so I kind of want to get something from this. Let's ask him for payment. I can't expect that he's gonna attack.
Ha ha!
Oh,
I
he's
do
not.
like your tenacity. I suppose fair is fair. Here, have this old family heirloom. I have somewhat unpleasant memories of my family, seeing as they locked me in here, so I shall not despair to see it gone. Now leave. I have much work ahead of me.
I have a feeling that we will see this guy in the future again. But he just gave us an amazing weapon. Dragon Chopper made from dragon bone. It's 26 damage because the leech is added to the damage, and with every hit we leech 13 life back if we are hurt, of course. Wow. So it was worth it. Would be nice if we could get some elves because elves are really strong with axes. And this is probably a one-hander. I think this is a one-hander. Yeah, this is even one-handed axe. The damage seemed a bit low for a two-hander. Holy crap! Who's gonna wear that? Who's gonna have the privilege of using this? Not you. Maybe one of our warriors. You already have an axe, but this axe is also decent. Let's give it to you. It's gonna replace your two-handed sword. I can't believe that we just get such a good axe. And what the hell is this? Sage, Unliving Corpse, 5 others. I think I know where the guy is. It just appeared. It's this group. Um, okay, maybe it wasn't such a good idea after all. Let's just go to the west, and we'll see what he decides to do. I hope he just ignores us, but I'm not quite sure about that. Might as well get rid of these animals that are chasing us to resolve this one. And I have a feeling we may have to fight him. It's a 4 scout challenge, but it didn't look that bad. There's 11 monsters in the group, and 6 of them are not super hard. Oh, I thought he was heading north. Let's try to find him. I just want to make sure he's not going to the village. Level ups. Nothing super amazing this time. These are actually quite bad. What about you? +2 medic. That's interesting. What we could try is get to the ancient wood this way. We'll at least explore more of the map. Where did you go? There. I don't like what they're doing. And we could catch them right now. Can we maybe see more of them? Unliving Corpse. Sage, 5 others. Yeah, 5 others. That probably is the hard part, those that we can't see. I'll think about this off camera. This part is long enough, mainly because of the confusion from the start. But this is an important decision. This fight can go horribly wrong. So I'll have to think if I want to risk it and just ignore them, or if we have to attack them and get rid of them. May not have a choice. I don't like it, but we may have to attack. As I said, I'll have to think about this off camera. And then we just continue to the northwest, or maybe west and then north. And to get the ancient wood, we need more spears. If we had proper weapons, proper spears or pikes, I wouldn't hesitate. It would make the fight actually quite easy. But we still don't have enough piercing damage to, to get before or in front of them in the row of cards or in the line of cards. Oh, what is this? Looks like some. These are probably like some undead beasts, something like that. That wouldn't be so horrible. just a ton of them there, but we can probably take some damage without dying. Okay, well, as I said, I'll think about this off camera a bit more. We are working on our food problem. How much food do we have, by the way, now? No, inventory. To see how many cooked greens we have. 44. It didn't take that long. Problem is, our people in the village are eating it, and I probably want them to eat veggies only. I want this food for expedition. And I think this is the last change that I'm gonna do in this part. I hope that you still like it and join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.